All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about the pros and cons of going to a public tech school. All right, again, because I'm a negative person, we're going to talk about the cons first. Cons are, in a lot of places, you're going to have to take core classes, meaning English, basic maths, advanced maths, or whatever their requirements are to graduate and get your diploma. Some schools don't. Most are required basically by the governing bodies of universities, colleges, and technical schools. All right, next one. The quality of the education is going to vary considerably from school to school. You're going to have to do your research. You're going to have to go talk to the instructors. You're going to have to go to the classrooms, look at their equipment, see what they've got going on. You're going to have to research the heck out of these schools to make sure you're going to invest in a quality education. By that I mean, you need to make sure that you don't spend most of your time at that school learning how to do points, brake jobs. You want a school that does electrical work, diagnostic work. You want to make sure you have a huge advantage coming into the field with a strong diagnostic and electrical background. Next one is going to be very limited job placement. Basically, there's going to be some people that might do a little bit of stuff for you, getting your resume out there. But coming out of school, you're probably going to have to go hump it, go put your application in. You're going to have to go find your own job. It's not going to be, here's 6 companies to go see and hopefully one of them will hire you. It's going to be, go look at Monster or one of those job sites. So, unfortunately, that is one of the downsides of those schools, is you're not going to have a lot of job assistance. Lack of OEM programs. A lot of technical colleges do not have a relationship with BMW, Ford, GM. So, that's something to consider. If you want to go work at a dealership, which, by the way, 4-part series on the differences between shops, check it out if you haven't. If you want to go work for one of those OEMs at a dealership, you really need to get into one of those programs. One, they will help pay your schooling. Now, admittedly, you have to sign a contract to go work for them, but they will pay you for a section of your schooling. So, always a good thing. All right. Pros, the good things. Cost. Cost is going to be considerably less than a for-profit school. I mean, less than half, just as a simple example. I mean, a lot less, and you have the option of Pell Grants, normal, college assistance. A lot easier to pay for your college when you're going to a much less expensive school. Next one, it's going to be a local school. You're probably not going to go out of state to go to a public school. You're probably going to go to a local school that you can drive to. Well, that means you can live at home while you're going to school. Obviously, if you're coming out of high school and you want to be a technician. If you're 40 years old, hopefully you're not living at home, but that's a whole nother subject. But you're living at home, you can save that money. Whatever money you would have to pay to have an apartment or a dorm, you could put towards tools. Now, I haven't mentioned that in the other videos, but this is across the board. Almost every school has relationships with the big tool vendors, Matco, Mac, Cornwell, Snap-on, where you get a very large discount on tools while you're in school, which is a very good thing to help you get out in the field with some quality tools. Now, I'm going to do a whole nother video on what tools you should buy in those programs, because I see a lot of guys that do very stupid things with those programs. You want to use that program to get as much tooling as you can for your money. And buying stuff that you really don't need is a bad idea. So that'll be a whole nother show. But some do have OEM affiliations. So you just have to do that research we talked about earlier and make sure the school you want to go to has those OEM programs where maybe they're not taught there, but they have that affiliation. They can send you to a school, or they may have them in-house. It just depends on the school and how they're set up. All right, now this one, Scanner Danner works for a public college. He does not work for a private. He works for a public college. And if you haven't seen Scanner Danner's channel, check it out. Very worthwhile information. He's actually a friend of mine on Facebook. I've never actually met him, but he's a cool dude. There's guys like Scanner Danner. He is not unique in the education system, guys and gals. Got to be PC, because there are a good bit of women that watch my channel, which is awesome. I always love to hear about women in this industry. But there's guys just like Scanner Danner at those community colleges, technical colleges, all over this country, Canada. I actually know a couple up in Canada that teach, part of their program is GM. But there's really smart guys that, for whatever reason, got out of wrenching day to day, usually because of an injury. Scanner Danner didn't. He just decided it was a good move for him. But there's many of those guys out there. You just need to find that local technical college that has that guy, that's going to go through and teach you all those things that Scanner Danner does. They do it too. Just, not on YouTube. Lastly, you can actually go to Rosedale Tech. May not be local to you, but you can still go there. It is a public system. It is a public college. So if you really want to be taught by Scanner Danner, go to Rosedale Tech. It's an option for you. But those are the pros and cons of going to a public technical school. So hopefully you liked the video. I am the Flat Rate Master. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Maybe think about subscribing. Make sure and hit that bell notification so you get notified when I put out a new video. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Comments are always appreciated. And as always, thanks for watching.